Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I'm Mike.
And today, another episode of Re-Get or Regret. So, gone for 2,500 weeks that he's been doing. So there's a lot of empty bottles that have come out in this one. So we're going to see how we fare on this one.
So let me interrupt you for 2 seconds.
What's that?
Vacation or no vacation? I believe we've not missed too many of these episodes.
No, well, it happens.
Okay, Steve. Damn it.
It was extremely hot up here this summer. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it's been a dry summer.
We're going to start off with a good one. Well, I guess we're not because some idiot forgot his glasses. So this is Wheelhorse Kentucky Whiskey.
Mine over there.
Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. We got it for $34.99. Now I'll run out while you're babbling on your end of it on there. So this is the toasted version of there. This was actually very good. And for the price, it was very good. Someone says I didn't pick it in a blind. I still to this day swear that I did. But for that price, this is a very tasty whiskey at 101 proof and at a decent price.
Wheelhorse in general has not been a disappointment for us. We haven't really had one that's like lacking. And they're never cranking.
No, I like the regular one that we had in that one too. But this one,
it's worth a try. And we'll probably end up buying this again if someone says let's put it up against something. We'll probably get it.
Well, the regular one's easily found. This one's more limited.
It is very limited because the white one is I don't really see it.
Right. So another banger of a bottle right here. I'm going to go to this. This is the Chattanooga Whiskey, straight rye malt whiskey. We got this one for $49.99. And this one was a nice rye whiskey, but you really got that malty flavor in it when you drank it. This was a spectacular whiskey, but I don't think there's anything by Chattanooga that we have had so far that I'm not going to say that exact thing. They come with a ton of flavor because they have funky mash bills, and it just works.
And it does kind of bring you into the little bread, but
no. That one had the malt. That was no bread in that one. That one was delicious.
So it's a tweener.
That was a 99 proof, by the way. I see.
Yeah. Can't miss a big 99. I can see them without glasses.
No, I just didn't say it when
it's worth a try.
I actually really like that one. So let me take the hatchet off so we don't throw that one away. This one right here came from the great state of Oklahoma when he came down. This is the same old Moses bourbon. This came in at 100 proof. We got it for $44.98. Now, when we did this crack and open, Mike was like, no, don't like it whatsoever. But I got to be honest with you, it had that burnt molasses Texas funk. And when you put this up against just the weird, like bread ones that we have, this night and day, I would take this over that every day of the week. I actually enjoyed it. As you can see, it didn't last long in here. I knew we weren't going to put up against anything. No. But I actually was one of them ones where I'm like, when I know I want a funk, that was a good funk. I'm telling you, like when you just want something different.
There's a sales point.
No, when you want something different.
I know it was different. And I don't even know if I said anything better than different.
You didn't like any part of it.
Other than somebody did give us a good write-up on what the hatchet was all about. So if you go to this video, you can see what the hatchet is all about.
He used to run around threatening the town with his axe like he was
and the bottle design, I'll give an A on that. Inside,
I actually like it. If you're a Texas whiskey drinker, that one to me, it brought me to Texas via Oklahoma.
Unique.
So speaking of one that I drank with it and I didn't care for as much, this is the Devil's Due Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is a 90 proof of. We got it as a donation. Thank you, Chip, to my buddy Chip. But he got it for $67.39. And this brought bread upon bread upon bread. And it was just, that's all you got out of it. And so like to try to kill this bottle got sickening compared to the other one. That's what I like. You know what I mean?
I can see why you switched off because this does you can't have more than a couple glasses. And even it's like, time to change.
Yeah, because it didn't bring a ton of caramel. It aged 3 years. It's just bread.
And that's
it just literally.
I think it says 3 years maybe.
I don't know. I may or may not have
fair to Midland. If you're out traveling and you went there,
no, it's $67. You can't even sugarcoat that. No, that's a non-buy all day long for that one. Just because it
sold.
It literally it tastes like the yeast it was made with. That's what that's that bread smell. It literally tastes like the yeast. So now coming on a different one. So this is the Four Roses single barrel that we had. It comes in at 100 proof. We got it for $49.99. And although I absolutely loved this single barrel, Steve brought over another single barrel that had, I forget how to read it now. It was higher in the rick house, and his made this taste like water. Like, so if you can find a single barrel that's higher in the rick house, his was more towards our store pick single barrels at 100 proof.
Is it, I forget how that goes. Letter-wise?
Yeah, you'd have to, again, it's E North, so then you have to figure out the thing. I forget now, too. I'm going to have to look. I think it's the dash. I actually looked at it at one point in time, like which dash it is. I think it's 54-2. It's like level 2, and then if it's higher up, it's a higher level on the thing.
So it's a level,
I think it's that, but whatever it was, I forgot because I looked it up today. But me and Steve had done a lot of drinking that day, but his was way better than ours. But these are little hidden gems that you can get for $39, $49.
No,
that are great.
And they are usually the single barrel. This is readily available, not the store picks. But
Correct.
These are.
Yes. So, speaking of readily available around the country, but not so much us, this came from Connecticut. This is a 1.75 liter of ancient age. It's 80 proof. We got it for $16.99. He once got this for $12.99. And if I'm being honest with you, this is the best plastic handle you can get. Because, it's made by Buffalo Trace. It's one of their main 1-2 mash bills. And it's just something that you spill on a counter and it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a handle for $12.99. We got it for $16 this time.
And it's not even, it's not sad.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's decent.
It's a decent flavor one. You can drink it straight. You can drink it in a drink. It doesn't matter.
No, because then they can do that.
Yeah, exactly. It's plastic handle, and you can smell it, and my dog's going to think it's a chew toy now. But
he'll be happy.
You're right. So moving on from that, originally when I bought that one, I was thinking of putting it up against this one. This one happens to be Quality House Old Style Bourbon. This one, I believe, used to be called Heaven Hill Bourbon back in the day. We got this one for $12.99. This is also another 80 proofer. And again, this isn't something you're going to be like, oh, I just can't wait. But when you're just looking to sit down, have a drink, and not think about it.
They probably would have been close. And that was our
were.
intention. It just never happened.
There was an intention. With the what was it? The St. Charles, the yellow one that we had.
One of them.
Yeah, that was
or all three, but it never happened. And again, it's worth it. It's cheap enough. Can't get in trouble.
It happened, but someone was on vacation, and Steve and I did it. That's what ended up happening on that one. So, but I didn't think it was anything that they would care on a Sunday Funday. We have some banger Sunday Fundays coming up that you're going to enjoy. So, this one right here is the Michter's Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. We got this one for $34.99. And again, I said it in a previous video, it's just okay. Like, it's what is the proof of this one? It's 42.4. So it's like 94.8. It's just okay. Like, everybody oohs and ahs over Michter's, and maybe we'll have to buckle down and do a Michter's 10, but they cost so much for so low a proof. And I don't know. It's just one of them whiskeys. I want to love it, and we've done a couple by them, but I haven't been wowed by anything we've done, and they haven't placed well in any of the lines we ever did them with. So,
be it as you may, try it.
Yeah, it's just again, if you're a Michter's fan, because there's lovers out there.
I know. And
I haven't found one that wowed me.
It wasn't $200, so I mean, it's not bad. $35.
It's not, but at $35, there's so much other stuff that has way more flavor and taste and everything that I've liked better. So, speaking of something that I may have liked better, this is the Jim Beam Black 7-year that just came out. We got it for $25.99, and this is a 90 proofer. This beat the double oak. It beat the old, just ultra aged one that they had. For the $25, this is just a solid drinker at a lower proof. That's all there is to it.
Jim Beam in general really does okay with their pricing.
Yeah,
they just, and it is funny because there's a lot of old timers. I just happened in Maine. He's like, I just need to get by you to. I just want the Jim Beam.
No, it's a staple.
It's so funny. They're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because I'm like reading, I got my thing, I'm trying to compare prices, and my wife's there grabbing other bottles, and we're both doing the same, and he's like, what are you doing?
No, right.
You're in the middle of Maine, and why are you looking at, I just want this handle of this.
Exactly.
So, it's funny.
I just want that one. I had a guy do the same thing with excuse me, son, I just want this Elijah Craig up here. See you later. He's like, I'm done. So, last but not least, this was a Maker's Store pick that that actually Steve had. No, we didn't even write the price on there. We put a beating on this thing when he brought it over. This
So much.
right
I don't think I
here-
tried this one.
No, we put a beat on this one, and it was a huge flavor bomb. And I was just kind of putting this out there just for any of the store picks because they all come with different stuff. So this one happened to be 5 baked American pure, 1 Maker's 46, and 4 toasted French Spires. It come in at 110 proof. It just was just an explosion of flavor. And I'm just putting it out there for this happened at 375. But like any one of these that we have had so far, they all differ in their own way, depending on what it is. And they're all just damn good.
And all the store owners or whoever went down to pick them. Yeah, but they all say, oh, it's my special blend and you got to try it. It's really good. It's blah, 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 blah. We almost really need to peel that off and just see because we have a few over there that are
see if we have one that's close.
Well, yeah, just so we could see.
Yeah,
is there a huge variation? Not that I'm going to be able to contend to this one because I have no idea.
No, I've never seen any with the 5 American Pure. We have one still behind us over here. We have one over in the sack over there. Every store does a different one. And actually, Steve went down and toured the Maker's distillery, and they have them all in the. I want to call it a tunnel, but it's like a little cave that they put it in so that they mature at a different thing, so they're not getting all the huge variation of heat and stuff like that. But there's like I forget how many thousands of variations that they can do, depending on whichever staves, how many staves they put in.
Yeah, they can actually
dictate.
They can actually say, I want this one and this one and this one and this one. And that's now your barrel type deal.
So he was amazed how many barrels were there just waiting to go to certain stores because you can pick what you want.
And a couple of store owners told me the same thing. Yeah. They're like, it is a fascinating little thing. And it'll take as much time as you want. You want to sample however long you want. They'll take you to dinner, do whatever. And then you pick 6 blue staves or whatever you want to pick. Right. And you drop them in and that's your barrel and label it. And
when it's done, it's done. Yep. No. So that's what he said.
They say it's really neat.
Yeah.
But
we'll get there one of these days. So, well, there you go. That's the regret this week. Actually, I thought we had a lot more negatives than I actually ended up going with. So, well, there you go. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.